Hello everyone, welcome back to the FM Dugout for episode 5. Yes, it actually is episode 5 this time, of the Hexagon Challenge here with Ajman Club in the United Arab Emirates. So last time round we finished off the league campaign. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you check it out now. It was a good game, and it probably gives you some kind of insight into what's going to happen today. And obviously today now it's the President's Cup first round against Al-Nasr from the division above. So a challenge for us, and so there's 4 rounds, and it's ourselves in Dubai. Dubai finished 6th in our league, so they might be in for a tough time, and it should be interesting to see what happens. Certainly Al-Nasr's manager Paolo Comelli was very arrogant. They seem to think they're going to easily win, so let's see if we can give them something to think about. In terms of what happened since the last episode, what has happened? The board have injected some cash into the club to keep up with running costs. So we're now only 5,000 in the red, which is good. But I suppose it's just kind of plastering over the problem. It's not really solving it. In terms of the players, we now have a bid for Tata. I looked for 400k. His value had gone down a little bit, and I've got Atletico Paranaense, I have no idea if I've pronounced that correctly, who have put in an offer of 205k. It was non-negotiable. They're the only team interested in him, I think. I don't think that's changed. Yeah, you can see it there, idiot. So to get £18,000 a week off the budget, to get rid of a player that isn't really happy here, and it's really temperamental, because after the last episode he then said he was happy and didn't want to leave. I left him out of the squad one more time since that, and he's now not liking it. So yeah, I can get rid of him. He's a bit too temperamental for my liking. As I say, I would have preferred a bit more money, but 205k, and we got 190 earlier in the season for Boris Kabi, so I suppose it's not too bad. We've got Michael, we've got Ahmed Abdullah, I think is his name, is it? Or is that the midfielder? I can't remember. So we'll see. Certainly being able to buy another foreigner will help, and that will mean that I can spend the summer trying to find someone who can come in and do just as good a job, if not better. So right, what else? Let's take a run through the fixtures very, very quickly. So last time it was Al Daid here with the 2-1 win. Since then we've had a 3-2 win against Hatta, which was fairly comfortable. Not as comfortable as the last time. We beat 5-1 with 49 shots at goal. Again, it looked worse. Scoring in the 90th minute, 3-1 would have been better and probably more accurate. But actually, if you look at the team here, let's see, who were we played? Right, we played Ahmed Ali at left back. We played Abdullah Ahmed in midfield. We played Abdullah Al Hamadi. We also gave Ahmed Abdullah a go up front, and he actually scored. So we tried some of the other players there. Then we had 2-2 draw against Al Aruba. Bit disappointed with this one. I think we should easily have won that game, and it was Ahmed Abdullah scoring in the 86th minute. So yeah, look at this, Ahmed Abdullah Ahmed. No wonder I'm confused. But yes, that game we should have done better, but it didn't really matter at that point. The season was won. And then the final game, an 0-0 draw against Dubai. Again, a huge amount of shots, not so many on target. Scored twice, disallowed both times, hit the post twice. It was just one of those games that wasn't going to go my way, and you can see the defence played pretty well. The top half of their team didn't. So that takes us right up to today with the game against Al-Nasr. So without any further delay, we'll take a look at our team. So a few of the guys had left out due to injury and brought them back in the last game, still missing that kind of condition. Is it condition? No, match sharpness, sorry. Michael in particular at 74. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this game turns out. You know, it's not a full strength team by any means. I think I'm actually happy to go with the same lineup as against Dubai. It's a full strength back line. Yep. I haven't played Sheikh Ali Sultan Rashid since his rash red card, even though he has technically played better than Kalfan. I mean, Kalfan is in theory the better player there. I think he's maybe got a more level head anyway. So yeah, I think we are good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. Right. One other thing, the assistant manager retired. Was too old, along with two of our old goalkeepers. So I've got a new assistant, and I was looking for someone that I maybe knew, you know, maybe from the Scottish game or something like that, or English, but didn't really see anyone that was suitable. So I ended up sticking with an Emirati assistant manager who'll do for now, and certainly will do it in this league. Well, that is a pretty defensive formation, it must be said. I don't think they're really living up to their pre-match hype of wanting to wipe the floor with us. Now let's see what we can tell the guys. Yeah, just see we've been in a good run. We have seem to have recovered a bit from the Tata Gate. Oops. Damn, the wrong one. No pressure. Right, okay, well, there you go. The defence think there's no pressure now. I am not going to tell the team to play on overload. I just want to see how this goes. Really don't want to end up being like 3 goals down after 15 minutes if we go to attacking. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Al-Kamali's through, and yeah, pretty poor touch there. His first touch was decent. I don't know what he did with his second touch. Maybe his shoelaces were tied together or something. Kalfan with a throw. Kamis out wide. Hit in from deep, and is there going to be a chance here from Mubarak? All the way back to Abdullah. Another cross from deep probably. And it comes Mubarak with a clearance. Faka plays it forward to Fatui. Mubarak at the byline, cuts it across. Al-Kamali off the post, and it's out for a corner. Encouraging signs so far anyway. Al-Nasr just managed to avoid relegation, so they were down at the bottom end of that top division. So I don't know how close that division was. You know, oh dear, here we go, red card. Professional foul. It's funny when this happens the other way, they don't get sent off, but he's going to get sent off without a shadow of a doubt. Yep, great start. 5 minutes in, hit the post, and then we lose a player. Kind of puts our plans out a little bit. And now the youngster Ahmed Ali's getting a go against the team from above. I didn't put Yakub back on the bench, obviously, but okay. Well, as I said in the last episode, we never do anything the easy way. I mean, I don't think that's anything to do with the hard tackling instruction that I tell him to do. I mean, he was just the last man, and it was just a clumsy challenge, to be honest. And the referees had no choice but to tell him to go. And nope, Fakir gets away. I mean, obviously now with one less man, we're not really pressing forward as much. In control of the game in terms of possession, so if we can just sneak a goal, just gonna have to tell them keep going. Abdullah looks delighted. Do you really? Alright, okay, let's see if we can build up their confidence a little bit. Doesn't really look like it's doing an awful lot. The defence took it on board. I think what we'll do now is we'll just go to pump the ball into the box, because with fewer men up at the top end of the park, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Unfortunately, Michael's not really a target man, but we'll see. And they haven't changed. It's really surprising, they haven't changed their formation. They're still incredibly defensive despite the fact that we're down to 10 men. horrible feeling they're either going to sneak it with their first shot on target, or it's going to go to extra time and we're just going to tire out and lose more players to injury. Do I bring Tata on? That's the big question. To be honest, Ahmed Abdullah has done really well off the bench in the last couple of games. I'm just going to give it another... I think I might be taking Michael off now. Yeah, okay, he's got a yellow card. I was going to give him another 5 minutes. That yellow card has swung it for me. Oh. I've left Abdullah Ahmed on the bench instead of Ahmed Abdullah, so it looks like it's going to have to be Tata. Let's see if he can put a good performance on in the shop window for Atletico Paranaense. Sorry if there's any Brazilian viewers and I've just butchered the name from one of your divisions. Okay. Ahmed Ibrahim with his usual 60% by this point. I think his stamina's still down below 10. Solid performance from the defence. Just Fatui playing pretty well, but very, very uneventful game for you guys. Not really what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a kind of back and forth game, battling against a team from the division above. And here we go. Here's the killer, right in the last few minutes. Dink. Yep, there we go. So it looks as though President's Cup might well be finished before it started. We'll see if we can just push men forward now. I really don't think it's going to make any difference at this point. Al-Kamali can play up front, so can Kamis actually, so if we go for something like that, it's disappointing, but that's the way that Football Manager tends to go a lot of the time. And we've now got a couple of minutes. If we can win the ball back, we might have enough men up the top, but possibly just exposing ourselves for 2-0. Nope, Ms. Mary saves. Right, get it up the park. Or just... Oh, that's a really big throw. 2 minutes of added time. Yeah, we just couldn't get a chance. There was just too many men there with 10 men. And that's the end of that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm just going to say don't look back. You were unlucky, I mean, to be honest. I don't want to discuss I am angry. So it looks like we're not going to have the fairy tale story and put some of these teams from the division above to the sword. I'm not gonna lie. I am really disappointed because that game was there for the taking. It's such an early time to get sent off. I really want to fine him. I really want to fine him. Yeah, doing it. There we go. At least he took it on board. Right, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the media stuff. You get enough of that as it is. So guys, that ends the first season with Ajman Club in the United Arab Emirates, and we're now in a position where next season we'll be in that top division. We do have the chance of qualifying for the Champions League, so within 2 more seasons we could potentially have a crack at the Asian Champions League. However, if something comes up in the summer and I have an opportunity to maybe fast track that, I mean, the only way I'm going to fast track it is by being at a team that's more likely to finish higher up in the division, that has qualification or that has already obtained qualification for that tournament next season, which I highly doubt. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the series. Leave any comments you have down below. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed this season, or if you enjoyed watching next to nothing happen in this Let's Play. And I'll catch you in the next one.